Alright, so in my introduction video, I promised you guys a review of a lens worth reviewing. Now the lens that I have here today may be a little bit of an older lens, but it's still an incredible lens with outstanding performance. This is the Nikon AF NIKKOR 28 to 80 millimeter lens. Is it good? Well, let's find out. Now this lens has an aperture of f3.3 to 5.6. It's a little bit of a higher aperture because most lenses are f3.5, but this one's f3.3. So it makes it just a little bit better. Alright, so this lens is a really good lens, and it's incredible for the price you pay. You pay about $80 to $100 new. But this is a discontinued model of the lens, so you won't be able to find them like on the Nikon website or anything, but Amazon sells them used sometimes for around $80 to $100, as I said before. Now this lens is incredible, but one downside to it is, even though it is an AF lens, that doesn't mean autofocus. It only autofocuses with the camera with an autofocus motor, which is just like my Nikon D80 here. But if you have the D40, D40X, or D60, it will not autofocus and you will be forced to manual focus with the manual focus ring. But that brings me to my next point. Everything is so smooth on this camera. Like, look, it just glides so smoothly, and the manual focus ring, it's amazing. You can do quick, accurate focusing. This lens is really amazing because it's fast, it's small. Like, look at that. The smallest it gets is about like that. Let me just take it off here. Like, look at that. That's so portable. It'll fit in your bag so easily, and it just snaps on right away. This is as big as it gets, and this is as small as it gets. So it's a nice lens to have. One thing about the lens that I don't necessarily like is it doesn't zoom quite as far as some of the other lenses that you can buy, and the main thing that bothers me is the 28 to 80. Sure, it's pretty wide, it's wider than what your eye would see, but it's not wide enough in some cases. Now, if you're shooting in your basement and you're trying to shoot like portraits of people, like groups of people, and I often find myself having the wall right behind me and I'm still not getting a wide enough angle with this lens. So that's one downside about the lens. But for street photography and outside nature photography, it is great. And it takes macro photos, so that's a really good plus on this camera, on this lens. So now I said street photography. Now you're probably wondering what that is. That's pretty much walking around on the street, as it implies, taking pictures of things you see. Now I'm going to be doing that today, and I'm going to take you guys along. But no, this is my first time doing street photography, so I won't be as good as some of the guys at Digital Rev or something. But hopefully you guys will enjoy this video, and I will be showing the pictures as I take them, and you can see the quality of the lens and just how good the pictures are, how nice they are. And I also have a UV filter, an Optex 58mm UV filter on my lens, lens. So that kind of blocks out the sun glare more. But let's get into the street photography. Oh, look at that horse. There's a horse there. Oh, cool. Look at this house. Look at that house. It's like brown. Path here. Another nice nice thing about this lens is when you're outdoors, you can use a really fast shutter speed. Now that kind of varies depending your lens and your camera combo, but it is a great feature to have. I like using a fast shutter speed when I'm shooting, but I don't always use a too fast shutter speed because then the image is kind of darker. It's not quite as good. Now, one thing I want to point out about this lens is not image stabilization. So the images you take, you might have to be on burst mode, and it will take up your memory card faster because there isn't image stabilization. But it's still a good picture taking camera. I wouldn't recommend it for video though. But my D80 doesn't have video on it anyway, and I have a great video camera right here. So I don't really need much more than this for photography, or street photography. Although you might want to invest in a 50mm prime lens. I'd get the f1.4 because that's a really good lens to have, and you don't have to worry about zooming in, and it's a fast lens. Oh, look at that, there's like something on that trampoline there. That's funny. Wow, BC lines. Tom, look, BC lines. Wow, someone is in front of something. Someone's satellite dish is just on the ground there. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't really know what to take pictures of, but oh look, that house over there. That reminds me of like a hotel. So like, doesn't it look like a hotel? It's got like pointy roofs, and it's like a condo house, condominium. Holy cow! Hey, oh, there's this van with huge, like, crazy huge wheels, and it looks funny, but it's driving away. It's got like monster truck wheels on a minivan. That's what you'll see in this town. Crazy things like that. Oh cool, sweet car. That's gonna be my future car. Someday. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video on the NIKKOR 28 to 80mm lens. This is a great lens, highly recommend the buy. Incredible performance. I just absolutely love this lens. If you can pick it up on Amazon. I'll have a link in the description to the lens. This is Bud Bracey for Photo Yellow Digital, and the cameraman is Tommy Bracey for Photo Yellow Digital. And hope you guys will watch my other videos. See you next time.